Really interesting. Wow. Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, and he actually gets called in on this kind of board. Like, what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold. Yep. Like, he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets. And we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just
All right, so look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
There wouldn't be a
I'm already
comment.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard,
Yes.
and the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record, that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
Right? But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 14.
nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
Who the hell? Yeah, so back up.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise it. What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I teach people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn, there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's for winning it.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol,
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then we'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool
Filthy
because we have
animal.
2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. What up, people? We're back for the Saturday study stream. Skater Die, Missy, Algerdo, Punk. What up? What up? What up, guys? Cheat to win. What up, Lakeisha? Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, Poker Coaching study stream brought to you by PokerCoaching.com. Dropped a little study stream where we bring you these quizzes. Sixes, tell them how the quizzes work.
Guys, you know how the quizzes work. I got LaRock in the house. What up, LaRock? And that's it. So my whole army
wins.
knows how the shit works, and LaRock wins. So fuck it, we good. Oh, Molten's here. You guys know the drill.
What up, buddy?
Get the
Dennis.
poker coachings in the chat. What up, guys?
Yeah, so like Six just alluded to, poker coaching in the chat. Way it's going to work is I'm going to draw a winner from my stream. Six is going to draw a winner from his stream. We're going to look at one of these quizzes. You tell us what you would do. We'll tell you what we would do. We'll see what the quiz will do. We're going to go with the contestant's choice, though. And if the contestant on this side wins, gets $5. If the contestant on Six's side wins, gets $5 eventually. Poker coaching in the chat.
No, they get $6 and 66 cents. That's what I do. I send them $6 and 66 cents if I'm late.
Look, he's always shilling. He's always marketing and promoting.
Oh,
Hardest worker
shit.
in the game.
I don't know about that. No, what up, guy? No, that's Affleck, by the way.
Machine gun.
What up,
early.
Machine Gun? My dude. I miss some old Machine Gun. Was great meeting you in Vegas. Oh, it's nice meeting you as well, LaRock, man. I'm planning on trying to get her out and play more live poker this year. That's my goal. I'm already eyeing up some stops, man. I'm trying to go to Cinti. They got that Moneymaker Tour stop. So he's stopping.
My
in Cinti,
wife
so I'm
is
gonna
so
try to-
amazing that she sat down. She's like, listen, we got to sit down together and plot out your live schedule. She's going to sit down with me to make sure I do it because my wife is
Come
fucking
out this
nuts.
way, Toe. Come out.
Wife
You
is
got to
the
come out
best.
Midwest. Grateful Rich in there with
My
the poker
muse.
coaching. Good morning.
Made, what up? What up? Propaganda, welcome.
Cool. Yeah, we can pick a quiz. We're already a little bit late. That's because I woke up thinking it's the wrong damn day. I don't know what kind of life I live. I woke up thinking it was Sunday, literally. All right. You want to pick one?
Sure. We just been going top down, right? So let's just start with JL and go from there. 2063.
Yeah, we can do that. 2063 flush draw on a 1K. A 1K is like a 33 online, so it should be interesting. I can pick whenever. We got a couple in there now, a couple legends.
Let's roll it.
Yep.
Dennis, first up for the Army, my man.
We got Dave in the house. What up, West Tennessee, Dave? Good to see you,
About to
buddy.
get his weekly $5.
Oh shit! Grateful Rich. You know what's going on here, buddy? Welcome. I think is this first time chatter, so you may not know what's going on. So since we picked you, we're gonna go ahead and run a quiz. You're gonna get an option on every street. Just give us your what you would do here. What's up?
Is your stream on delay right now?
Is it? Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm on delay. Fuck.
So yeah, looks like it's gonna be the Toe Show today.
No, I gotta redo it. I'm at the end.
It's
Dude,
cool
I told
because
you-
if they're using the multi-stream and they're watching on my stream, I'm live right now, so they can see. They saw all your conversation. They saw this.
Oh
if they're
my
watching
fucking
stream.
god. I thank you guys for the guys that are here, even though I'm on delay, you guys are true rock stars. Oh my god. I'm fucking and nobody what the fuck? I can't even
You're not lying. Doesn't know what day it is. Stream is on delay.
Yeah, I'm actually out of my
Sixes
mind
is,
right now.
Yeah, not primed. Not at
No.
his best.
Guys, I'm going to just stop this shit, kill the recording, and restart it so I don't have to wait for the stream to end.
We'll just be live. They're watching.
Yeah,
your
we're
live
going to be
too, so-
live. So I'm ending this right now on my stream, and then I'll be back. Stick around, Rich. Stick around. Let me do this. Stop streaming.
Reset.
And then- do I have to? Oh, I can just stop streaming,
You can just
discard
stop
delay.
You can just yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, dude, I haven't been this off in a
Six
minute.
is
I haven't
it's like-
had this happen. In
It's
a
like backwards.
long
This is the
ass
stuff Toe
time.
does all the time. Like, feels good to be on this side.
Dude, I'm so glad I didn't play yet. I don't have to play poker today. I'd have fucking torched it.
Well, now you got to remember to set it back because you're gonna play with no delay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow with no delay. Oh my god. Welcome back. I'm back. The stream is live. What did I win? Well, Rich, you've won an opportunity to compete against someone in the Toe Army. He picked a winner from his stream. You're gonna be the contestant over here in the Sixes Army. We're going to go review one of these quizzes here. They're gonna play a hand, and all you need to do is tell me what you would do on every street. They're gonna give you 3 to 4 options. Let me know what you would do. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I've seen more coordination in a wet noodle.
And if you
I mean, honestly, like this is normal. What are you new? Come on.
Yeah.
This is how we roll.
Yeah, this is the C+ stream shit. You guys, you know what it is. Come on
Listen,
now.
the coaching is good. The stream was alright. The coaching is
Yeah.
top notch, though. That's the important.
No, you guys know I struggle with streaming. It's not evident by now.
Yeah. All right,
right,
let's
let's
roll
go.
this quiz.
Here we have ace-6 offsuit in the big blind at the final table of a tournament with 60
fuck's
big
sake.
blinds. The low jack, a loose, aggressive, somewhat battling opponent, raises it up to 100,000. Look, in this spot, we can call. I think that's definitely the default. We could also 3-bet if we felt inclined, if we thought the opponent would fold frequently to aggression. The ace-X offsuits are pretty good bluffing hands to make it something like 350,000 with. So you can go either way between 3-betting or calling. As there are more short-ish, medium-ish stacks hanging around, I'm more inclined to 3-bet in general. We call, though. Flop comes 7, 5, 3. All diamonds. We have the ace of diamonds, and we have a 6. We have it all. Should we check? Bet 100,000, bet 200,000, or bet 300,000?
I know what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? Hands cold. What up, buddy? While you guys post in the chat, let me know what you're doing. I'm going to run and grab a bottle of water. I'll be back in about 10 seconds.
Bottle of water. All right, guys. What up? What up, Soap? Soap is dope. Now we're live. Good to see you guys. He gave us a few different options here. Flop the world, a gut shot with the nut flush draw. Anyone leading. So, also, Rich, Grateful Rich, let me know what you're doing here of the available options. If you outscore the contestant in Toast chat, I send you $5.
All right, we got a mix of options right away.
And if
Dennis
we take
checking.
too long, or if you want to punt it, let me know. Let me know if you want to punt. I'll re-roll.
Wizard of As, cheat to win, all checking. Marlin leading small. Hands cold. Propaganda leading big. Missy leading small. Punk leading small.
What'd it do? Carter's checking. What's up, Carter? My dude.
Did I ever tell you how I win at poker? I'm always in the matrix, man. I'm taking the blue pill every day.
I was waiting for it. I was like, what's the punchline here? Where are we going with this? Damn, what are you guys doing, man? What the fuck? Carter's checking.
And there are
Rich, what are you
a lot
doing?
of leads for a lot of different sizes in my chat. Made leading 200.
All right, Rich is checking here. No lead.
Dennis checking as well. But there are a lot of leads in my chat.
Ashes.
So first off,
did your guy already? What did Dennis do? Check.
both checking. Yeah, both guys are checking.
Both checking. Yeah, my guy's checking as well. So you can go ahead.
Checking here is good. I can half see leading here sometimes, but here's the trick for those guys that were leading 300 or 200. 99.9% of the time, if you're donk leading are always small. So it's never going to be 200 or 300K. Like, never a thing.
Yep.
So it's either 100, lead small, or check. I'm okay with both. This board's close. If it was like 5, 6, 7, and we didn't have a pair, let's say we had like ace of diamonds 4 or something, and it was 5, 6, 7, then leading, I would for sure lead. This one's a little gappy, but I think there might be some mix of lead. I would be checking most often.
Yeah, I think it's only leading monotone boards from a range perspective. Like, yeah, we're going to hit this pretty hard, but the low jack's going to be a lot of times have flopped some flushes since he's opened a lot of suited broadways and things like that. I think a lot of the times we get to just check here and then face the option. But like Toe said, he made a great point. Yo ass ain't never leading for 300 or 2. And if you ever led here, it would be small. That's it. Only small. And then I think 100K might be too big if you are. I mean, blinds
it's
at
usually
25,
gonna be quarter pot or
50K.
something.
So, yeah, it's going to be smaller than that. So it can only be check given these options. Yo, yeah, it's bigger than the third pot, this 100K, when there's 275 out there. So I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So check.
Curious why donk leads are small. The reason is because we're targeting a lot of air when we do this, for one. So you don't need to bet big. A lot of times we're doing it with hands like this that have a lot of equity, and we want to bet small so that if we do get raised, we can easily call. Keeps the pot manageable.
And then
That's the
some,
biggest
yeah.
reason.
Well, and
Something else?
sometimes some portions of that range that you're leading with are just going to be targeting air
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah, like you're not really trying to go big and condense the range of hands he calls with behind to the strongest portions as well. It's going to benefit when you go small, you keep in some worse hands. And then sometimes when you go small with some of the draw portions of your hands, you just fold out air and get to set yourself a good price for turn, right?
Yeah. If this guy's got king, queen, O with no diamond, he's just going to fold, right? And that's pretty good for your A6. You just get to clean up equity now, right? What does he do if he's got ace 10 with no diamond? Does he float? I mean, you put him in a really bad spot and you get a better hand to fold, right?
Yeah, but if this wasn't a diamond.
To do that, you know?
Yeah. But I don't think monotone boards don't have much leading at all. So let's go ahead and check and see what JL thinks. Clicked it.
this is a neat spot because normally
totally
on 3
check,
flush
yeah.
boards, you just do not want to lead because your opponent's going to have all the ace-x suiteds and a lot of the king-x suited and a lot of the queen-x suiteds, right? So they just have a lot of flushes in their range. However, on this board, we know they don't have the ace-x suited, right? I don't think that matters all that much, though. I think you just want to play your range as your whole range would like to play. And on 3 flush boards, you want to check with everything, even if it is low suited, low and connected. This would be a pretty reasonable board to lead on if it was not a 3 flush board, though.
If it
We check.
wasn't two-tone.
Opponent bets 125. I guess I should clarify that. Essentially, you don't want to be leading into a range that should contain a lot of nuts. And the opponent's range should contain a lot of nuts here. All right, they bet small, 125. Should we fold, call, raise to 300,000, or go all in?
I know what I'm doing.
That's the way it works for you all the time. You know how the hand's being played out, which it acts so quick.
Yeah, I'm already in the river. It doesn't matter what the turn card is or what I'm already there.
See, I'm sitting here debating.
It's good to be a solver nerd. Or
Fair.
like just enough of a dusty old rag. Been here too many times.
Yeah, but I like to change things up and if you take things into consideration. What are you guys doing though? Come on now.
Lots of calls streaming through. Wizabaz, the first one to go 300.
Well, if we don't dunkley flop for the reason they have lots enough, I guess we just call.
Dennis.
So, couple 300s, couple calls. Something is telling me to jam, but in game I call. If you jam, it's the same shit I see people doing. In live poker, 50% of the people are just jamming here. Well, maybe that's a big number. In the lower stakes, when I play live, people check jam the nut flush draw for infinite number of bigs. Infinite.
Machine gun jamming.
There it is.
Punt calling, propaganda going 300, and maid calling. So there's lots of mix between calling and 300. There's a couple 300s in there.
Same here.
Just calling.
Same here. It's something is telling me to. I got a couple 300s and a couple calls. The man of the hour, Grateful Rich, is just calling.
So is Dennis.
I'd raise though all the time here, but now LaRock is considering jail. Stop process it, and thinks calling is best.
Oh,
even though he would raise. All right, Toe.
300.
Wait a minute. What is Dennis doing?
Calling.
Okay. What's most of the army? You said most of the army split.
A lot of the army was calling Wizabaz and propaganda. The only two going 300 along with Mr. Toe.
And Toe's going 300 as well.
Yeah, check it. This is like the perfect thing. We have the gut shot. We have the ace of diamonds back up. We got the overcards. And we can get better to fold now. And yeah, seems like all good things.
Oh, and he doesn't use the
worst
big
ace in the deck.
sizing.
It's not a good ace.
Yeah, but we have so much equity. We're going to show it down almost regardless. And I don't know if this player double barrels as a bluff. I mean, I'm happy to go broke here and we can lead. But it's not deep enough effectively. What if we check raise, he call, it comes queen, it comes king. I don't know. I'm kind of maybe thinking, I'm kind of maybe on team call. Like he can't make me fold the hand and the pot doesn't get big and weird. I don't know, man. I'm kind of on team call, but I mean, I could mix check raise here and be happy with it. I'm just looking at the effective stacks as well. Fuck, I'm torn.
I mean, when we look at the solver for check raises from the big blind, right?
This is just got to be
the ace of diamond plus straight draw is like the one, right? Like ace of diamond 4.
Because we can go broke.
Maybe
yeah,
not
it's good
two,
enough to
but
go
ace
broke.
Diamond, yeah, maybe ace diamond
Yeah.
2.
What would you do with king of diamond 4? You also using that as a check
I
raise?
would use
All
that
the
as
ones
well,
with like
but if I had like king queen with a diamond, I'm probably just calling.
yeah. All the
If I
ones
had
with the
ace-
additional straight draw and the flush draw.
Yeah,
I think
if I had ace
nah,
10
I think
with
you're
a
right, 'cause
diamond,
we've looked
I'm
at
probably
that.
just calling because now my ace has showdown value. This is the shittiest ace in the deck.
Wait a minute. This is a final table. This ain't no final table. This is just a random hand,
Flush
brother.
draw. Yeah, no. Final table.
Yeah, this ain't no final table, bro.
It's 60 bigs. I
Easy.
guess I'm not folding.
All right.
But I would call
let-
the final table.
All right. Is that it? Is that everybody? I think
It's everybody.
we're good.
Dennis, call him.
All right. Let's do it. I clicked it.
Well, don't fold. That would be bad. Going
Ooh,
all in
how
would be a
much points
gigantic raise.
raising
I
is?
don't really love
I-
that because that's going to
I was
result in
about to
us
say, man, I'm
getting it
kinda
in when we
leaning
do get
like
it in against a
call.
pretty strong range. So I think the play is to
We
either
condense
call
his range,
or
everybody
raise
see
300,000. And against
check the
someone
solve.
who I think to be loose
I
and
will.
aggressive and
You want me to?
splashy,
I gotta go.
I'm very inclined to call because if I ever do make a flush, I can kind of count on them bluffing or overvaluing with something like a queen of diamonds or a jack of diamonds. So I love calling in this situation because I know I can check call flop and I can check call turn on basically any turn. So this is a spot
Yeah.
where I'm very, very happy.
Pot
to
doesn't get
call.
crazy
Also, I
big.
don't really love raising to 300,000 because if I make
Me
it
too.
300 and then they just rip it in on me, I think I have to call, but I certainly don't love it, right? And I don't really want to be playing a big effective flip at this point in the tournament, even with more chips than my opponent. So we call. We get there right on the turn. Should we check? Bet 150,000, bet 300,000, or bet 450,000?
Mostly calling, but is mixing some raise 25%.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I think I mostly call, but I think if he was a little bit shallower where I know I could get all the money in, but sometimes you're going to check raise the call and it literally comes blank. And then you're like in kind of a weird no man's land.
Yeah, the solver
when you bet
actually
small on a turn, you get fucked up. You know what I mean?
The solver actually likes Ace of Diamonds 4 a lot more. Ace of Diamonds 4 is 50-50 checker bet. Ace of Diamonds
that makes
6 is 70-20, 75-25 call versus bet. So it likes the 4 better. Because with the 4, you pick up the double gutter. That's the difference.
Yep.
Need a little more, tiny little bit more equity.
Makes sense. Now we get there
It's
with
good
the
enough
flush.
to go broke. Why not jam here? Because you don't happy going broke with it. If you get 4-bet, you're going to get it in because you have to, but you're not really happy about it, and there's no reason to jam. Like, you just force them to call you with a way better range when you can go a different size and get the same answer, right?
All right, guys, what are we doing here?
Missy going $150, and then everybody else checking. Oh, Wizabaz going 300. He still owes me 300K from the last non-check raise street.
My
That's
dude.
funny.
What up, Big Turd? Good to see you, champ. My man. How you doing, man? What are you doing here? Anybody have leads? All checks in the Mafia.
There's a few leads here. Missy,
Well,
Wizabaz.
I got some bad fucking news. If
Yep,
you leading
zero.
here.
There's 0 leads.
Zero. If you think about it just rationally, when the flush got there, right, and you're out of position,
What
their
are the
range
bluffs?
is going to contain, their range is going to contain the fucking nuts too often.
I know.
They're gonna
But
have
what are
the
your
ace of
bluffs? Like, you have 0 bluffs. The lead just doesn't make sense, right? If you're going to lead a card on the turn, it's not going to be King of Diamonds. It's going to be, maybe a 6, a 4, a deuce, some card that changes the board in your range's favor being in the big blind. The King of Diamonds is actually a better card for the low jack, so you just would never lead.
Yep. All right, let's check it. It's pretty confident this is 100% checking, but all right, let's do it.
Kind of like on the flop.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be leading the turn because even though I have exactly the nuts here, well, the effective nuts, obviously 6-4 suited is available, but not likely. Even though I have the effective nuts, this is a spot where the opponent should have a lot of effective nuts in their range. And I know they can't have it, right? So the question is, if I bet the turn and then bet the river, will they actually call me with a queen of diamonds or worse? And, most players will call with the queen and the jack, but they're going to fold everything else if I bet the turn and jam the river. So I think the right play, especially against someone who I know will look at this turn and think, all right, I know I have a lot of ace of diamonds in my range, therefore I should bluff a lot. Against those players who will bluff a lot, I definitely want to check, and I definitely want to call, because that's going to make my hand look like some sort of marginal diamond. And if I have some sort of marginal diamond, my opponent's going to feel very inclined to bluff the river. So I love checking in this scenario. The opponent does bet 350,000. Should we call, raise to 700,000, raise to 1 million, or go all in?
All right, guys. Checky bets. Awesome.
You bet.
What you all doing?
Skate or die.
If you were
What
listening,
up,
I
champ?
think JL gave it away in the last conversation.
But you have to be listening. You have to be listening. I mean, plus you have to not let the better of your. Some people just always check raise here, right?
Yeah, because they're scared they're gonna check back river, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Check. Call. Zero raises. I mean, zero
Poker
raises.
Shark and Propaganda raising. Everybody else calling so far, Dennis included.
Bet. I'm ready. You know what I mean, dude. You can't raise.
Dennis calling. Yeah, you don't raise the nuts here.
Guys,
it kind of sucks because, I mean, it does suck. They are going to check back river a lot when you call here. It
doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. When you raise, you just can't get called by worse.
But the thing is, guys,
like,
you're
just
taking
fold everything out.
Whatever range you're targeting that is actually going to call you is likely going to bet itself. Plus, we keep in bluffs. That's it. Whatever range you're going to target with your check raise is going to probably bet itself, and you have the extra benefit of him having bluffs now. Yeah. Once you raise, you take away all the goddamn bluffs. Mm-hmm. You have no bluffs. Call. Let's do it. Grateful Rich is calling. I know. I got you, brother. He about to switch his first quiz ever.
Comment, but I don't want to say anything until we get there and do any spoilers. But it's an interesting comment. All right, let's do it. Call.
They go pretty big.
Oh.
The hands over. To some extent, to me, means either they have a bluff or they have
hands over.
A good diamond. The problem is it's kind of hard to have a good diamond. If they do have the queen of diamonds, they may even go for value on the river because a lot of people will think that I'll call with a jack or a 10 and ace, and therefore they win 2/3 of the time or something like that. It's not exactly how it works because there's more combinations of ace of diamonds than there are jack of diamonds, right? That said, I do think this is a great spot just to call because, like I said, if the opponent has some sort of a bluff, they're just going to keep bluffing on the river some portion of the time, especially if they are going to start discounting my ace of diamonds X. Because, to be fair, a lot of players check raise the ace of diamonds on the flop, or they lead it on the turn, or they check raise, or they check raise it on the turn. So when I check call and check call, a lot of players are going to start to put me on a marginal range. So I think this is a pretty good spot just to call. Also, I think if I shove here, I mean, this is one of these weird spots where
coaching us up this morning.
My opponent could easily have the nuts. Therefore, for me to shove in this spot, to shove into the nuts, or range containing the nuts, has to be really, really strong, right? So I think my only good option is to just call. I don't want to min raise. I don't want to raise to any size because that looks super strong, and I want to do everything I can to let my opponent keep bluffing. We call. We're going to let them keep bluffing. Check, though. What a bummer.
Yep.
King of spades, queen of spades. Huh, I don't know about this one.
I like that fucking free money.
Interesting turn bet. Because king queen can actually win at the river. If it checks, turn, check, river.
Thanks for the free bet on the turn.
But hey, they bet it, and you know, I don't know if they were going to be bluffing on a lot of rivers with a lot of unpaired hands that could not win. But, you know, seeing they bet the turn makes me feel happy enough because they put in money with some nonsense hand, whereas if I led the turn, I'd probably just let it go. That's it. Leading was never really an option. The only option here in my mind, check call flop. Maybe we could check raise flop. But then check turn. Once I check the turn, we have to check call and then check the river and hope they find a bluff. If they did, shove all in on the river or something like that. Even when the river paired, I have an easy call.
Interesting questions here in the chat, Sixes. Both Dennis and Wizbaz brought up the fact that what if we donk river blocker bet?
It
actually
is,
looks weak,
but it doesn't look that weak though. It's still you're doing it into a very strong range. Like, I guess you could get in an exploitative sense. You might get people to spaz out
like
versus it.
Yeah, because it looks like you got the 8 of diamonds. Right?
Like
you're trying to like buy the river.
Outside of theory versus certain opponents that you feel like have aggressive tendencies that are kind of weak that might spaz out. Like we're talking straight outside of the solver because the solver plays too well to ever pull that shit off. It might be a thing. You can't do it theoretically, but I think versus some people, if you ever go small, you can get them to spaz out. Because they're going to raise you with the same value range and maybe turn something like this king queen into a bluff thinking you're super weak.
Super fucking interesting. I put it in the solver. And the solver donk leads 100% with all of the ace-6 combos that don't have a diamond, but checks 100% with the 6 or the ace of diamonds. It's backwards.
That's beautiful. That's kind of cool. It makes a lot of sense. And what size is it? Just quarter?
Bet 9.
Or is it smaller than a quarter? Bet 9 into. Oh, so it's going 33%.
Bet 9 into 50. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fucking 15% pot. Or something like that. Cool. Well, I believe Dennis switched it as well. Is that correct?
Yep. Switch.
All right. So we have a coin flip situation. Grateful.
Love it.
Rich. So in the event that both players tie, you both got a perfect score here. what we're gonna do is what the poker gods would do in a spot like this, and you guys flip heads or tails. Let's let the new guy call it heads or tails, Rich. Call
God,
it.
you know that blocker bid is so good against a player who's over aggressive.
Oh my God! Even with
they're
the
gonna raise
nuts,
it.
dude.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're gonna raise
It's
it
really
every
good.
time.
Who said that? Wizabaz.
Wizabaz and Dennis both brought it up.
Good call, guys. Good call. I like
really
that.
like
I like that. Very, very nice call out. We're going heads here.
Sexy.
He calls heads.
Heads. It's in the air.
It's in the air. Good luck, sir. You don't see the flip yet because I'm griefing
You want to
it.
call it, or are you gonna watch it?
He called it. I
mean, you want to watch it? Or you want me to just tell you what happened?
I'm pulling up your stream right now. Is it up? You already did it? It's heads!
He wins! Welcome
We
to the study stream.
win!
Congratulations.
Hey, you love
Dennis,
to see it.
Story of your life, losing flips.
Womp womp. Womp womp womp. Hey, so what we need to do now, Rich, since it's your first time here, make sure to whisper me here on Twitch with either your ACR or PayPal name, and I'll get you taken care of there. Cool. New keyword. Main event final table is tonight, right? The final table they play down at Heads Up or something like that. No, it's they get a day off and come back Saturday, or come back Sunday. Is that what it is?
I'll be honest, man. I actually haven't watched it in a few years.
Dude, I haven't watched any of it. They got.
I'm always playing or studying or coaching, and I just don't.
They got a paywall.
Don't have time.
I'm not subscribing to that shit.
Right, Dennis. Beginner's luck. It's like the drug dealer on the corner. We give him a little $5 here, and now he's a study stream member for life. We hooked him.
Oh, yeah, he wins the first time in here, and he fucking ships it and wins the flip. Nice life, brother. Hit me up. I got you. You got a keyword, bro?
Yeah, but it's all like breakfast words. I'm hungry.
Taco. I don't know why. I
should have done Pollo Loco.
Oh, that's too much, but dude, Pollo Loco disappointed the fuck out of me last time. Like, we got to go back in. I can't give up on it yet, but it wasn't that good when we got it to go. I need to go in there.
Yeah. I want to try that Nevada chicken place that Jackson was talking about.
Dude, I got that list. Oh, that sounds good as shit. Taco Tuesday. Tacos are so fucking good.
Second
you can just do so many.
Stephen Jones plays at Wizbaz's local casino, Talking Stick, and is in second in chips. Praying, what's up, buddy? Wake your ass up.
Whoa,
it's funny you're late because we were like super late and you're still late. That's extra
wait a minute.
late.
I'm gonna have to ban somebody for talking shit in the chat. They said El Pollo Loco sucks. El Pollo sucks.
Well, you got to realize there's like a story behind this in that like they don't have a Pollo Loco where Sixes is from. He's never really had it before he came here. If you're from the West Coast, a Pollo Loco is kind of like it's good, it's fine, it's totally good, but it's like it's as normal as Yeah,
it's not anything.
In and out, or it's better than McDonald's, but it's as common as McDonald's.
We don't have that shit out here.
Yeah. Today's freak, first time on a Sunday stream. Hey, all right, so this is how it's gonna work. Put in the taco, cool. Now, what's going to happen, buddy, is I'm going to pick a winner from my stream. Sixes over here is going to pick a winner from his stream. We're going to take one of these quizzes. You guys tell us what you're going to do. We're going to go with, hypothetically, you win. We're going to go with your answer. And if you end up getting a higher score than the guy on Sixes, or gal, on Sixes stream, I send you $5. Plain and simple. Gamble on getting better at gambling. It's just that easy.
All right, let's find one.
Welcome to the study stream, homie. That brings up one other thing. If you want to see this study stream from the beginning or any other study stream we've done in the past, we've had a lot of guests. We recently had Evan Jarvis. We've had Greg Raymer, Jesse Sylvia, Bet on Drew, Fat Train, Main Beef is. Go ahead, pick it while I'm shouting.
Okay.
I'm shilling. Check all that out. Exclamation point YouTube. You can see it in the chat. You can scroll up. You just did it. Thank you,
Evan. I kind of want to hear Evan's voice. I haven't talked to Evan. I mean, I had such a good time talking to him. 2059. Oh yeah, no, he has aces here. Yeah, another fun day to be holding AA.
Do a little cash.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let's have some fun, play some cash. I got some cash game study group guys in here. Some of my guys that come to the cash game study group. So we love cash, and let's do it. Oh, wait a minute, we didn't pick anybody. Ha.
We did not. Oh, right away, Wizbaz.
Oh,
put him in the cash streets.
Get him a body bag. It's the Carter. Get him a body bag. Yeah. All right.
Reg on reg violence. Let's find out.
Hello, poker coaching members. Evan
Aces. Let's do it.
Did you click it?
Yep.
Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com, coming at you with another cash game quiz. Today we're playing some 51 No Limit Hold'em over on Poker Stars, and today we've got pocket aces. We get a raise from F.G. Miller from Under the Gun. You may recognize F.G. Miller from a couple of previous quizzes. If not, he is a tightish, randomly aggressive, more on the passive side though. Rec, who's been grinding out this sub 100 big blind stack. And that's all you need to know. We got the ace of spades, the ace of hearts. Best aces in the deck if we were playing bridge. Actions on you. What should you do? Should you fold, call, raise to $7.50, or raise to $9?
What is Evan, like 80-year-old man playing bridge? Who's playing bridge?
Wait a minute. Suits matter in bridge?
What
the fuck?
I've
never played this shit in my life.
Bridge
Now
is
I'm
a game,
intrigued.
but I don't know the rules.
I'm actually a little intrigued now. Today's freak. Thank you for that follow, my friend. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day.
Not fair, not a cash player, but raised 7.5 says Wiz. You know what, buddy? We're not cash game players either. So we're all on the same.
Watch your mouth. Don't speak for me.
No, you're a cash game coach. You're not a cash game player.
Hey, don't. Hey, what? You have a point. Dude, I've studied so much cash. It's disgusting.
A lot. Tons of it.
All right. 7.5. $9 for the
Crane
turn.
says, raise 9 here. I'm
$9
greedy as
at the
fuck. 7.5. 7.5.
Are we ever going more than 3x?
9 for machine gun. Lots of 9s.
We only have a 7.5 and 9.
That's right.
Skate with size. I got to test you with skate with
The
size.
old saying was the old saying.
Those who can't, here it
You
goes.
even do the saying.
There
We didn't have
it
to
is.
say-
Oh,
we
for
didn't
fuck's
even have
sake.
to say anything.
Here we go. I will quake your shit. Who said that over there? Who in the army wants their asses kicked? I'll stomp your ass.
so
Heads up for
funny.
rolls. Heads up for rolls now.
Heads up for
Fuck it.
rolls.
I'll squash you.
All right. Keep bringing it down to 7.5. Missy going 7.5. There's a few 9s out there.
9. Skate says 9.
Nobody balancing their folding range.
Ooh, I like it. All right, you ready?
Today's freak raising 9.
Carter's going 9.
Wait. Yeah, it was said he was what he was doing. Hang on. 7.5. Really?
Wait a minute. This guy is 100 effective, and although we have 167, we're really 100 effective with the player, 80 effective with the player opening, and about 100 effective with the player behind. Right. If we were like maybe 200 effective or 150 effective, I think my 3-bet size would be more towards 3.54x every time. But since we are only this 80 effective, I think 3.5 should suffice. 9's not going to be a mistake, but the fact that I see he's sub 100 now, I just want to go straight 3x.
Yay!
But that's if you're
a
astute.
I mean,
like if you're out, yeah, like if you
go
shallow.
3x. I agree. If we're 200 bigs deep or something.
No, if you're 150 in cash, you need to go bigger.
You need to get chips in the pot, and the only way to do that is to size up everywhere. Down. Now, if you went 9 here, it can't be that big of a mistake.
But I think the common sizing is going to be bigger in cash. You're not just going to be going 3x a lot.
But the
so
fact
I do
that
wonder
80 is a good reason to size down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if right at 80 you can size down, but 9 is standard at 100. I'm just not sure if I've ever went sub 100 and steady in cash, because I know at 100 and 100 plus it's 9. So we're playing effective stack. So maybe
we already know this guy is a weaker player because he didn't top up, right? I think that's a tell in cash games for you cash game killers.
Yeah, but if we're always just going to go 9, fuck it. I'm changing my answer.
I think both are fine. I think both should be 10 points. Let's find out.
Wait a minute.
Certainly not going to be calling it.
Carter's a genius, so I'm going to go with what he's doing. 9.
We're certainly
Right.
not going to be folding aces. This
Yep,
is the
let's
best
do it.
hand in the game.
I
We
clicked
want
it.
to build a pot and get money in the middle. There may be a little bit of temptation to slow
I wonder if
playing here,
7.5
but in
got
my
it.
eyes, stacks are much too deep for that. And we have tight players behind us
Hell
that we don't
no.
really want to invite into the pot. The one time we may consider slow playing would be if, this player opened from the cutoff. We have a couple of very aggressive players who like to squeeze a lot and 3-bet a lot from the big blind. We could flat and invite them to try to squeeze us out of the pot, but that's going to be a rare situation. Even in those situations, I still lean towards 3-betting. The question is how much. And in this case, we don't need to go to a full size because our opponent has less than 100 big blinds, but we're still going to have the best chance to get all the money in the middle by going for a full size here. So I chose to pretty much pot it here and make it $9. And while our opponent is on the kind of like weird, I don't know if tight's the word, but just kind of stationy passive side, his pre-flop raise isn't that high at 15, and therefore when he raises from early position, he's usually going to be calling a 3-bet, so we might as well make it larger rather than smaller and get him more invested in the pot. So opponent calls, and off to the flop we go. Ace clubs, king of diamonds, deuce of spades. Opponent checks to us. What should we do? Should we check? Should we bet 33% pot? Should we bet 67% pot or bet 100% pot?
So yeah, 9 was the best answer. Good reasons why, and 7.58 points. Definitely not a mistake. So good.
What did 7 point? Wait a minute. What was 7.5?
8.
Oh, it's an 8. So yeah, I mean, still okay. So that still applies. You got to work through it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, he also said like we're deep enough where we still want to get the chips in, and he also said that this guy is a passive limpy quality player who's now raising, which is a sign that they're stronger, which means get the money.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, really good. A couple of checks, couple of 33s.
We block top pair heavily in the borders rainbow, which is amazing for AA. I don't know if we have a single check here. Aces included. Woo! Carter's betting 33. Great for Richard's checking.
This is a good quiz for you, Punk. Never know whether to check or bet in these situations.
It's really good, right? I mean, just think about your 3-bet range in this board, and then that should be a clue. I mean, the clue is the board. I honestly don't know. Yeah, you do. Check for a couple people. Carter's going 33.
There's a few checks in mine too. Wizabaz going 33 as well.
Yep.
I think this is just a range board, right?
Yeah.
The hands we
Three-bet
check here,
senior
there are hands we
range.
check here, but it's usually
No,
gonna
there's
be like
not.
I think you might check queens and jacks.
Nope. Not in the 3-bet pot. 3-bet C-bet. 3-bet C-bet. 3-bet C-bet. Your entire range on this board for small. Fucking pocket 4s, 3s. I mean, we wouldn't 3-bet any of the smaller pair too often, but I can't imagine a hand queen, jack, queens, jacks. I'm C-betting every single fucking hand in my range here. Come and get me. Come and get me. Run it. I'm curious. Am I
Queens,
insane?
jacks, 10s, 9s, 5s.
This is not a
queens.
tournament. This is the cash. Are you running in cash?
All the pairs mixing.
Are you running this in
Queens.
cash?
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, that's a tournament, man, in cash.
Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just habit.
Yep. I'm just curious.
In tournaments, it mixes.
Yeah, in tournaments you're gonna make. This ain't a tournament, no.
Ace, king,
This
two
is
spades. They check range, of course, and we bet range in cash.
Bet range?
Yeah. In cash. You do mix it in tournaments, which is why I agree.
Yeah. Cash players, what up, baby? Straight cash, homie. All right, we're betting 33. Carter figured it out. Bet every. Don't be trying to split your range in these spots. Fuck them. Bet
Yep. Wizabaz got it too. Let's do it.
In this situation, I think we really have two quality options that are going for us, those being checking and betting small. In this situation, we have smashed the board. We have all the aces. There's only one ace left in the deck, the ace of diamonds. And our opponent's very unlikely to have kings or ace king. So in terms of the hands that can easily pay off, you know, those large bets, those 67% pot bets, those 100% pot bets, our opponent just doesn't have too many of them. And if we bet large, we're going to be losing our opponent at a high frequency here. One of the reasons we may consider checking is because other than the gut shot straight draws, our opponent is drawing dead. If our opponent has a pair of kings, he's drawing dead to running kings, and we don't mind if he improves to trips or two pair because those are hands that can certainly pay us off. If our opponent has a pocket pair that is less than kings but greater than twos, he is effectively drawing dead, but to running quads, and we don't mind seeing that hand improve and giving him the opportunity to make a hand that can potentially pay us off. That being said, the times that those hands improve to a second best hand are something like 10% of the time. So even though we can give them a free card, most of the time, they're still going to be very marginal made hands at best and have a hard time paying us off. So because of that, I like going for a third pot bet here over checking. For the instances where our opponent does have a pair of aces, that ace of diamonds with a queen or a jack or a 10, we want to build the pot against that hand. If our opponent has a pair of kings, feel that they can probably call this sizing. And if our opponent has a gut shot, queen jack, jack 10, queen 10, he's probably not going to be folding it. And we are not giving him the correct odds to continue here, provided that we follow up this flop bet with a turn bet and don't let our opponent see the turn in the river for this low price of 1/3 pot. So make that bet. Our opponent calls. Turn is a 7 of clubs, bringing in a backdoor flush draw. Opponent checks to us, 31 in the middle, 69 behind. Actions on you. What should you do? Should you check, bet a quarter pot, bet half pot, or bet full pot?
Here it is.
Another 1/6s? What did you do?
Yeah, that ain't mine, as you can see.
You were only at my house for 2 weeks, come back, and now there's another baby?
Yes, my wife, other husband's child. You know how we do around these parts.
What the hell? Play poker. What the fuck do we do now? You called. Horn wakes up, says overjam. JK. Horn up at noon on a Saturday. It's a Christmas miracle.
Horn, the Da Vinci God in the house.
What
are we doing?
Half pot, full pot, but half pot is right. Says praying.
He calls.
Half pot.
Get paid.
What's the balance torn between 50 and 100, but going 50?
Think about the size you want to get paid from this man. Golly, I just want to get all the money. 50, 50, 50. All 50s in the chat. All 50s.
Lots of 50s in my chat. Quarter pot for Poker Shark.
Dude. 50, 50, all 50s. That's it.
Horn likes going 50 because it's geometric.
Then Skate just spazzes out and says, wait, check. Why? You gotta explain yourself, sir. All right. Card is going 50. I think 25% leaves too big of an SPR on river, doesn't get called much more than 50. Cool. The range between 25 to 50 is inelastic, so you may as well go 50 to set up a better SPR, he says. I don't know, I'm not thinking clearly. Let's go 50. All right, cool. What are you doing here?
Definitely not pot. I think we go that big if that 7 is like the 4 of club. Can't bring in a straight, right? Oh, this is a 3-bet pot. So he doesn't have any of those wheel straights. I'm not sure what card can come that we would actually overbet it. So I don't think 100's in there. I'm kind of torn between 25 and 50, 50 being geometric, 25 setting up the SPR fine to just jam river and keeping him the widest. The problem is that he doesn't have any ace X, right? So I want to go small to keep in everything that is in an ace, which is kind of leading me toward 25.
Nope.
No, 50.
Just think about how much is 25%. It just leaves too big of an SPR. You're not going to be able to over jam. You're going to have to over bet jam.
25
Do the math.
is 20.
You have a 2 to SPR right now. You need 50% to get in there.
Oh, yeah, it's barely an overbet. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like
have to leave an overbet.
27% or something. Maybe 33% is best instead of 20.
No, then that sets up an exactly 1 SPR. I think 50 sets up the 0.7 SPR
geometric.
that you want. Yeah. So geometric, 50%. Let's do it. I mean, I'm only going 50.
I'm cool with it.
You ready?
Yep.
At this point, we're looking at two parts of our opponent's range. The first part of our opponent's range that we're looking to get more value from is that rare pair of aces, the ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, or any ace X of diamonds that our opponent might have, where we're looking to get in as much money as we can to hopefully stack that hand. If we're looking at that portion of the range, the sizing that we're going to want to bet here is about half pot. There's no need for us to go full pot. If we do that and our opponent calls, we have, a third pot remaining on the river. We don't need to go that big. If we just go half pot here and our opponent calls, there's going to be 60 in the middle with a little less than 50 behind, less than a pot size bet. That sets us up to be able to play for stacks on the river pretty effectively. If we go for 25%, however, that's going to put about 45 in the middle with about 60 behind. So we're going to have a harder time playing for stacks if we go for that smaller size. But if we think our opponent is limited to that pair of kings part of the deck, that may be the size that gets us paid off a bit more often. Since our opponent is a little bit on the splashier side, passive side, stationy side, I think we can still go for the mid-size bet and still maybe get some calls from some king X as well as a pair of aces. We're not dealing with a regular. We're not dealing with something who's going to make big folds. We're dealing with someone who is looking to see flops, make pairs, and try to get to showdowns. So I like a half pot bet here. Checking doesn't really accomplish anything other than giving our opponent a free card when they have a gut shot, other than trying to let them improve for free with a 5-outer or a 2-outer, more likely a 5-outer. But even if they have that, we want to build the pot up so we have a better chance to get paid more when they do hit that 5-outer, rather than be dealing with a really small pot when they make a 2-pair versus a top set type of situation. So we go half pot. Our opponent calls. The river is the queen of diamonds, which completes jack 10. Also improves king, queen, and 2-pair. And our opponent leads out for about half pot, 29.81 and a 62.72.
Baby.
Action is on you. What should you do? Should you fold, call, or go all in?
Oh, baby.
All right, what did it do?
Actually, you live an hour away from Niagara Falls, huh, Putt? That's cool. Everybody all in.
Carter snap jams. Hammer time.
All coming in the chat.
Hammer time.
Did Carter say hammer time?
Yam. Cheat to win said that, my dude.
Oh, cool. Because Sheeta Win said that in my chat too, so I thought there was like some sort of weird glitch in the matrix.
Hammer time. Ain't zero calls. Nobody shook. It ain't their money, and they have top set. Worst value hands in there we can get called by. Oh, fuck this guy. If I've lost the 30 I'm a call with, let's lose an extra 23 as well.
Clubs, if it's Jack 10, right?
Yeah, jam it. Why not? We only lose to one combo. Uno combo. And he could call with worst value hands. Why are we still sitting there? So let's just rip.
Okay.
You ready?
This is a situation where oftentimes people are going to make mistakes. They see, okay, Jack 10 got there. My opponent's leaning into me. A draw is completed. I should just call because if my opponent has the draw, I'm beat. If he doesn't have the draw, he's probably not going to pay me off for a raise. Well, given how we played our hand with betting flop, betting turn, for a meaningful size on the turn, how much Jack 10 does our opponent have? The only Jack 10 he should really have when we half pot the turn is Jack 10 of clubs. If we check the turn, he can have all 4 combinations of Jack 10 suited. With how I don't think this guy's loose enough to have the Jack 10 offsuits in his range pre-flop, so it's really just those 4 combos. But how many combos of King Queen is our opponent going to have?
Lots.
Well, he might have all of them, which would be 9 combos. So even if we give him all
16.
the Jack 10
16.
suiteds, all 4 of them, but we also give him all the King Queens, he's got 2 pair more than twice as often as he has a straight. And if our opponent has put in $30 on the river, $30 before, $60 of their stack, and they have $24 more to see the showdown, do you think that they're going to be folding King Queen 2 pair to a raise? The answer is no. There's also Ace Queen he could have in the range here.
Queens.
For 2 pair. And just, he's not folding 2 pair if he's got it. So we don't want to leave value on the table. If our opponent has randomly played a set like this, we want to make sure we get full value. And if our opponent has Jack 10, so be it. We're giving him an extra $24 in a spot where majority of his range is behind us. Majority of his range that is for value is going to pay us off. Against the bluffs, it doesn't matter whether we call or whether we raise, and it's just a very small portion of his range that has us beat. So even though sometimes our opponent's going to have Jack 10 here, we are not just calling, and we're never folding aces here. We're always raising and going for max value, because with 2 pair our opponent's calling in this situation, he's committed too much of his stack, and in fact, he's committed so much of his stack that he's even calling with 1 pair in this situation, King Jack suited. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. He's trying to block bet, get a showdown, and then pay off the raise, or if he's using his block to represent the straight. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just fed up and frustrated. But the important thing about this hand was that we built the pot large pre-flop to get our opponent to feel invested and committed. Bet very small on the flop so that we didn't lose our opponent with a hand like what he had. Bet on the turn a sizing that sets us up to be able to play 4 stacks on the river. But not so big that it scares out a hand like King Jack, although many players would fold King Jack in this situation. And then didn't leave any value on the table by, being a deer in the headlights and not going for it on the end. So I think we played the hand extremely well, and our opponent did not, and that's why we were able to get max value. But the bet sizing along the way, very important.
A unicorn.
And really important to be considering. So
I never have it this
Do we need to go
easy.
another minute on this video?
No, hell no. No, we ain't going no another minute. No, we're talking about playing the nuts too easy. Stop.
Yeah, like, I don't understand this guy. Like, he blocker bet a fucked up size that committed himself and then called
in a
off
3-bet pot when he got.
Yeah, snap full turn.
It's never that easy. Have you...
Easy.
Free. Matt Grips posted my hand history. ET says ET out it. All right, yeah, we got it.
You switch it?
Yeah, we switched it.
Yeah, you barely. We eat this because we got that 8 on the flop.
Oh yeah, let's go, Carter, my dude. Well done, brother. Hit me up. You already know where to find me, and you know my methods and my timing, so we're good. I got you.
Francis, I'm about to look this guy up on the streets. He's bum hunting already.
You guys are here keeping a little catalog of all the punch you see from these guys on these sites.
You can bum hunt effectively.
I would die if I seen somebody do that. They're just bum hunting these cats. All right. New keyword, maybe the last one. I got some nieces and nephews at the house. I'm gonna go see what they're up to. Taco was that one. You got one? What site was that? It looked like ACR.
Yeah, it was either ACR or GG. Those are the 2 places he plays, right?
Yeah, it looked like ACR. I recognized the due to his
I don't know. Do you guys want to do Pollo Loco? Okay. Pollo Loco. It's 2 words this time, though.
Pollo Loco.
Just like Brian typed it. Although he's got to type it again.
Pollo Loco. Big Turt's favorite restaurant in the world. All right.
There you go. It's working. Oh, you know who just came into the chat?
Oh.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
What's up, buddy? What are we doing? We do solver practice to kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in a second. I gotta get this started first.
Solver practice or short stack with Affleck?
Wait a minute, did you? Oh, you got Hollywood. We got Molten Ashes in the house.
Oh, I didn't draw Hollywood. He just came into the chat.
Oh, I just drew. Oh, we only
yeah,
had
that's cool.
You guys missed
Whatever.
Yeah, we got.
Cheat to win up for the Army.
Cheat to win, easy
You want
money.
Affleck short stack or solver practice?
Let me check real quick. I gotta grab something. My bad, I misclicked. Let's do solver practice. It's good to get these guys thinking about in regards to ranges and how to structure your ranges, and these extra rates for that. So, you doing the very top one or the 9-10 suited?
This is the top one. Make it easy.
All right, King 10 suited solver practice. Molten Ashes, you know this shit. Come on now, let's do it.
All right, cheat to win. It's on you. We don't want to get dunked on this session. We need a win.
Wait a minute. What percentage of hands should be raised in the hijack? Not this king jack suited, in the hijack with 50 bigs. What percentage of hands? What to do? Don't be shook.
Horn says, Grips quizzes are like, we have a set of aces and our opponent is betting into us on the river. Romero quizzes are like, calculate the minimum defense frequency of pre-Newtonian physics to determine how many combos of hands we fold 33% of the time.
Guys, what to do?
Oh yeah, Hollywood. I heard about that. Hollywood fucking shot himself in the hand accidentally.
Oh my God.
With a nail gun at work because he's in construction.
Oh.
I forget. He said the nail went into his hand like an inch and a half or something crazy.
Man, how you doing? What part of his hand? Why am I asking that when it's just gonna make me cringe?
I didn't ask.
Hold on, man.
It all hurt.
Every part hurts. Everything about it hurts.
21% says was Vaz.
21.
Shark at 29.
God, cats are tight as hell. 21. That's the second lowest number.
Into his wrist, an inch and a half. Wow. We both went like this.
I grabbed my shit just thinking about it.
Ouch.
All right, I'm gonna have to run upstairs in a moment after I start the next section. You're gonna have to carry me for like a minute.
Oh my God! Into the bone. They had to remove it with a cat claw.
Shut up!
Ay.
I'm about to mute. I can't hear it anymore.
Fucking poor Hollywood sitting on the ground. Dude's got like one foot on his face and the other on a hammer, and he's like, holy shit.
21 for Skate, ouch. 21 for Big Turd, 25 for Rich, and all right,
25
I'm ready.
There.
Who did I call on? Molten Ashes at 29.
Cheats 29.
Whatever the biggest number is, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's always usually.
I mean, in the hijack, you got ace 8 off plus and shit like that. You got all your suited aces. You got all. Maybe you don't open deuces. Then you have king 8 suited. It seems like a. Yeah.
For sure you open deuces.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got deuces plus, all suited aces, ace 8 off plus. King 5 suited plus, Queen 7 suited, Queen 6. There might be suited 6s in there. So 29%, let's do it. Stop.
Yeah. And if you're somewhere between 25 and 29, you're probably okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Cheats at 29.
We are opening 29% of hands, a little bit of Queen 6 suited, a little bit of 9-6 suited, Jack 7 suited, King 4 suited. Make sure you're opening all of these. I know it feels unnatural to be opening this wide in the hijack. Hijack opens, King 10 suited can be called or 3-bet, mostly going to be called here. Suited Broadway hands play really nicely. Post flop at deeper SPRs. Hijack bets a third. So what is the worst value hand in our range that should raise here most of the time facing a 1/3 c-bet?
What is the worst value hand that should be raising versus the c-bet? So now we're playing from the button here, and we're facing a little c-bet here, 25 into 7,500. What is the worst hand we should be raising for value here? King 10, King 10, King 10, Ace 10 for cheat. King 10 for pretty much everybody else so far. Ace 10 for Punk. Yeah, I had to get a tennis shot a couple of years ago. That we had this jacuzzi in the backyard that had this like big wooden cabana thing built over it. It was all enclosed, and I was walking out in the backyard barefoot, and I stepped on a nail. It went all the way in. Ace 10, ace 10, ace 10. A lot of king tens. Most people say king 10. 9-9 is the worst, so only sets for Shark.
All right, I'm unmuted.
No single pair hands there, Shark. Most people saying king 10 in my chat. The question is what's the worst value hand we raise this C bet from the dealer button, from the do button?
Oh, okay. Let me see. We got Jack 10 for Big Turk, King 10 for Gay for Work. King 10 is the woo. King 10 feels so he C bet you want to raise this C bet with King 10. That seems loose as hell. Ace 10. Nope.
No ace 10, huh?
I think it's fucking two pair set. Like it has to be strong. Single pair hand, and he still is uncapped and has all the overpair and very strong draws. It's got to be pretty strong. I don't think a single pair is ever raising the C-pad.
I mean, we can go. Cheat said ace 10, so man.
Yeah, we went ace 10 is.
Here's my thing though. He should never be betting this size on this flop, right? He's either checking, or if he's got jacks, he should.
Oh
be
yeah, I
betting
didn't even
big.
see the size. Yeah,
Right, it's third
that's
pot.
a good point.
And because
So maybe
that seems non-standard. Like I was debating between king 10 and ace 10. Ace 10 needs some protection, can get called by all the worst tens. King 10 seems really close and like the trick answer. So I would say ace 10. If you told me it was 9-10, fine, but it's definitely weaker than sets. So 9,
But the thing
9
with
10 or ace 10.
But ace 10 and king 10 offer this player reverse implied odds in some situation where he hits two pair, or we make two pair. So I don't ever want to fucking raise these because he can't make those hands anymore. So when an ace or a king comes, we cooler the shit out of them. So why would I raise these and fold out the worst portions of that range when we have them dominated? So I'm never raising ace 10 or king 10 personally. So it's either got to be two pair plus. So, all right, let's do it. Wait
a second.
Carter's going ace 10.
Hollywood just said, I'm tough. I don't need a tetanus shot. Just a little hydrogen peroxide. First of all,
And he went to
get
the
a fucking
hospital.
tetanus shot. It's like
Dude,
nothing.
what
You
is
get
he-
it at CVS. 2, put some fucking Neosporin on that bitch. Hydrogen
He went to the
peroxide.
hospital.
What
He's
the
capping. He don't make the decisions. He went to the hospital. They got him. He's capping.
Criminy. All
Yeah,
right.
he's capping.
What do we? Ace 10 for us. Let's do it.
Ace 10 for us as well.
So facing one
Ooh, it
pair
is.
here, our
Your best
range
answer
plays
is two
a lot
pair
of
plus, dude. You
calls,
can't
and that is
raise.
because the hijacks range does interact pretty well
You
with
just get-
this board. Let's check out his equity.
You guys are punting.
50. He
Punters.
has a 56% equity,
Yeah, that'd be hard for me
and
not
his
to raise ace 10.
EV
Fear
is
in the
almost
Punt.
2/3
Pure
of the
punt.
pot. So his
You ain't punting,
equity
you ain't
is
trying.
decent, but his EV is very strong.
Don't do it.
Therefore, we can't be raising a lot
Just call,
on
man.
this
It's
board.
nice to cooler them.
The worst hand that we're going to be raising more often than not is 10-9 suited. Almost all of our 10x playing pure call here.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. 5 of spades on the turn. He barrels for 2/3. We
man.
call, obviously.
This is
I think
gross.
raising here doesn't accomplish much. I think worse hands usually fold, and better hands will call or shove. So we do want to call here. Queen of clubs on the river. He shoves for a little bit over pot, about 1.2x pot here. What should we do with king 10?
I'm shook.
He shook 'em. The shooketh. So yeah, guys, really important on this flop. Way too many people raising. Way too many people raising a single pair hand versus a range that just still contains all the overpair sets and interacts too well with this board, man. I'm dead serious. Please don't raise any single pair tens. You don't need protection. You can't be getting protection versus a range that's very strong, that has all the overpair and two pair and sets and shit. So you need to be blocking that to be doing it. Don't punt or spew. You're not, yeah. All right, what are we doing? Grateful Rich is the fuck out of there. He gone.
Dennis folding. Took a long time for someone to answer my chat because this spot's fucked up. Shark
I'm
call.
trying to think of what blockers is needed. Well, instead of thinking about what blockers are needed, think about the price you're getting into the pot, and then think about how much you can fold, what portion of that range shows up here, and then of that, like what you got to call half the range here that you show up here with, is this portion, is that up there? Of the hands that get here, is this strong enough to call?
I know what I'm doing.
Given this price. I think we have to call this one. Moulton's in there. Carter, what are you doing? Carter's gonzo.
Cheat Gonzo. She gone, he says. What is calling?
I know. I'm the tester, not Carter. Oh, shit, Moulton. I apologize, bro. I went
Carter
upstairs and got
was once before. Yep.
So wait a minute, we're calling. Is everything else right? Did I grief you, Moulton? Or the other answers right then? I might have got confused. I'm sorry. Is everything else right? If not, I can go back. Everything else is right. Thank you. All right, so he's in there. He's calling.
Cheat folding.
We folding?
In real life, 100% folding. I'm not sure what the solver is going to do. I feel like the solver might call, but I am 1,000 million trillion percent calling. This guy c-bet on a board he wasn't supposed to c-bet. Bombed the turn on a board he wasn't supposed to be c-bet even after he got called. And then straights got there, queen jack got there. Like queen X is a good card for our calling range. And he overbet jams. I realize it's polar. I don't give a fuck. G fucking G's. I'm the fuck out. Like in real game, this is nothing but nuts.
I mean, yeah, we're out of position
But the
here
solver might
because, like,
we're in position here. Oh,
I mean, no, yeah, the hijack's out of position here, and 1, 2, 3's on this board where we're just going to naturally have. Like, can we really call this with this single pair? Like, it's really tough. We're unblocking hearts. Not having a heart is nice. We are unblocking backdoor flush draws. Fuck me. This is really tough. I think we have to fold. I mean, I would fold every time in game. Like, people just don't bluff because we would just have in game here, we're just gonna have a lot of strong hands in life.
Sure.
We're gonna have 2 pair, right? I don't know. King Jack of. If we have King 10 of spades, we have King Jack of spades as well, huh? With the overturn it. Do we call turn? Oh my god, this is tough.
Probably don't call turn with King Jack.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to call here. If you think about the 50% of range, our top
I
pair,
think the solver
I'm blocking this.
I think in live poker or online poker.
The problem is people
poker,
just aren't going to be bluffing in real life at a frequency enough in this spot. Is he going to use ace jack of hearts and just go 1, 2, 3? All right, we're folding. I mean, Carter's calling. I mean, not Carter, but Molten Ashes is calling.
We're folding. We're going to find out. Let's do it.
Whoa! Got his ass,
do have to
Seabass.
call this river
In real life, fold.
Unblocking heart.
Fold it
stronger
100%.
hands in terms of absolute value that we get to this river
100%
with,
fold.
and then
I thought the solver
also
was going to call, though.
the king is nice.
You know the
here.
solver does, but people
we
don't.
block
People don't bluff.
a lot of king
Not
jack,
this.
which will always take this sizing. We block with our 10. We're blocking sets and 2 pair.
King Jack, unblocking hearts.
And remember, if he's betting about
I
pot,
know.
we have to defend with about half of our range. And if you think about how many hands we get to this river with, given the action on the flop and the turn, it's going to be somewhat substantial. We're going to have a lot of 1-pair hands here. We're going to have a lot of draws here. We're going to have pairs with gut shots. So King 10 will fall nicely into a call range.
That's it. Built nicely into a call range and feels horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's... Yeah. Solver going to call 100%, but like Echo said, in real practice, it's 100% full, for sure. They're not bluffing. They're not finding the bluffs.
Maybe if
They're
you
not
get to the
gonna find
higher
this overbet
stakes.
jam. Yeah, but most of these guys aren't playing the higher stakes. Like, higher stakes being above 109s.
Yeah, maybe the 215s, 300s, stuff like that. We have a 26.
Ooh, you got us. 22. This is a tough one.
Woo, we sweeping them today, boys. We out here beating ass, Mafia. Well done. Good job, Molten. Well done, champ. I told you you'd be fine here. You're golden. I might have to dip a little bit early.
Okay. You want to throw the hosted DraftKinger?
Yes. Can I get a sub? Yeah, let me gift you real quick. I got
Cool.
you.
So while he's doing that, I'll do all the shilling, guys. Thanks for coming out with Sunday Stream. We're here every Saturday from
More shilling, though.
noon 15 Eastern. Usually till right about usually top of the hour, but Six's got families got to check out. If you want to see this one or you want to see any of the ones we've ever done in the past with all our esteemed guests, exclamation point YouTube in the chat. Brian doing his mod work here and putting all the links out there for you. PC, exclamation point PC in my chat or Six's chat. If you want to get a link to sign up for free, shout out the little site. You get 20 free quizzes, big blind charts for 100 bonds or more, and a bunch of homework assignments. If you sign up for the premium, there is live webinars every week with these coaches. You get in there. You can ask them questions. It's one-on-one. It's great. They're all recorded. The courses section is amazing. The master classes and the advanced classes are amazing. Check that out. Advanced cash game class coming out soon. If you want to check out Discord, my Discord, exclamation point Discord, hang out with me, talk about all things poker, UFC, and anything I find funny. Exclamation point PC Discord if you want to get in there for the Poker Coaching Discord. It's absolutely free. There's 6 free study groups a week. They're all recorded. Hang in the room. Check all that shit out there. Sixes, you got something to say? I'm chilling. What you got?
Yes. I wanted to say, make sure to come check us out in our Discord study groups, man. Every Tuesday, cash game, we go from 12:15 to about 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday, we have the tournament group. I have it here on my stream so you guys can see. You can register all the webinars, all the study groups. But yeah, we go really hard. We got hand history reviews. We do the theoretical stuff. I answer all questions. We have very deep discussions, and we try to get better, man. We work our asses off in these group, and it's all here for free for you guys. So Grateful Rich and everybody that won today, just know that your ass will get the money before the next week because I'm slow with sending it, and I'm not just trying to be an asshole. It's $5, you'll live, but I got you, I promise. Cool. Draft Ganger, we will drop it off to our hero draft
Coaching coach
Beast,
certified crusher, chain smoking from his attic. Enjoy, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
All right, I haven't done it. No, of course not.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm about ready though now.
All right, see you later. Peace.
See you guys. Peace.